si Meng.
Alam mo, Ses, every time we call out for a screenshot, people actually do. Aside from Meng, who we work for, people that would randomly send me messages sa FB Messenger. Oh, sabi mo, screenshot. Ayan na, screenshot.
Okay.
So kung may gusto po mag-screenshot ng outfit namin, eto na po.
Next, ano na?
Post.
Next, mag-rehearse na tayo ng dance natin.
Oh my goodness.
Sige, basta ikaw mag-lead, ha?
Ha?
Ikaw yung sa Basta ako sa likod.
Chuwari-wap lang ako.
Oh, basta TikTok. Sige, game tayo dyan. But thank you. We'll take it from here. We have a lot on our plate on our show tonight. Thank you once again to the big story, ladies, Ses, Sean, and Pauline. We've got the latest on Alex Eala, who's coming off another huge win, plus results from the first 4 UAAP volleyball matches to ever take place at the USC Quadricentennial Pavilion.
And we catch up with badminton medalist Clarence Villaflor and Philippine Badminton Association Head of Development Melvin Nubla live in the studio.
So I wasn't lying when we said we have a full plate on our show this Wednesday. I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Cheska Leton-Calao.
And here's tonight's play-by-play.
Ramiro, the show by Mamoy leaves Philip. Interval puts it on. Unbelievable. Gemma on the left side. Oh, the pass! Stuffing another one. Bacunas rejecting Espejo for the point.
February 18th, Wednesday. Let's start things off with who else but Filipino tennis sensation Alex Eala looking to keep it going after scoring a major upset. The Filipino tennis sensation will play in the Dubai Tennis Championships round of 16 later around midnight. She will face world number 32 Sorana Cirstea of Romania. Eala is coming off a stunning sweep of world number 8 Jasmine Paolini of Italy last night, 6-1, 7-6. Eala came out hot with an ace on just the second point of the match, setting the tone for a dominant first set. Paolini, a former tournament champ, responded with more energy and better reception in the second frame. The Italian even had a 6-5 lead and was on the brink of forcing a decider. But then, Eala showed her composure and held her ground, eventually taking the last 2 games for the big win.
Moving on to UAAP volleyball, new venue, same winning ways for the NU Lady Bulldogs. The defending champions taking care of business against the Adamson Lady Falcons in the first UAAP women's volleyball match at the UST Quadricentennial Pavilion. It took the Lady Bulldogs just 3 sets to claim the win, 25-23, 25-19, and 28-26. The Lady Falcons did come close to extending the match, but they lost momentum after a free ball error by their star player, Shaina Nitura. NU rookie and former Adamson High School standout Sam Cantada showed out against her old teammates with 16 points. Cantada, Nitura, along with Faye Sagaysay and Abby Segi, led Adamson to a UAAP girls volleyball title in season 86. The Lady Bulldogs are now 2-0 in season 88, while the Lady Falcons are 1-1.
Wala na pong emotions. Okay naman na po din talaga kami na Coach Judith. Okay naman na po. And syempre hindi na po para isali. Game is game po. Labas na yung mga ganun. Yun nga po. Sabi ko rin naman po kanina, before yung game, ang mindset ko lang talaga is mag-focus lang talaga ako. And gawin ko lang yung best ko. Kasi yun nga po, game is game nga po. Like, pass na yun, tapos na po yun. And alam ko naman po, na ngayon is okay na rin naman po sila doon. And okay na din naman po ako dito.
The FEU Lady Tamaraws picked up their first win by making quick work of the UE Lady Warriors 25-20, 25-14, and 25-14. The Lady Tams found their rhythm midway through the first set. With a score at 16-14, they went on an 8-4 run to pull away and take control for good. They dominated the next two sets behind a balanced attack from Jazz Eliarina, Lovely Lopez, and Cla Loresco. Eliarina was hailed the player of the game with 11 points on 5 attacks, 5 blocks, and 1 service ace. The Lady Tamaraos improved to 1-1 this season as they bounce back from their opening day loss to the DLSU Lady Spikers. The Lady Warriors fall to 0-2.
To be honest po, hindi po siya naging madali. Kasi yun nga po, hindi ko po siya kayang... Si Ate Jean na yan, parang yung... Siya nga yung sinasabi ko na nililook up ko nung ginawa nila akong middle. So parang naging mabigat din siya kasi ang dami kong lapses as a middle blocker. Kasi before, ang gusto ko lang pumalo. So ngayon, pinaliwanag nila sa akin na hindi lang palo yung gagawin mo. Kailangan mo rin talagang mag-commit sa net, yung blockings. So, ang hirap lang kasi na parang hindi mo kasi siya magagawa overnight. Yung nga sabi ko kanina. So, kailangan process talaga siya. Hindi siya months. So, until now, nahihirapan ako. Pero, willing to accept the pressure nga na maging leader and maging isa sa mga inaasahan nila sa blockings.
Meanwhile, in the men's tournament, the NU Bulldogs likewise claimed their second straight win to start the season. The defending champs swept the Adamson Soaring Falcons in the first UAAP men's volleyball match at the USC Quadricentennial Pavilion. The Bulldogs barely broke a sweat here in the 25-13, 25-18, and 25-15 victory. Alas Pilipinas mainstays Leo Ordiales, Budsburin, and Jade Disquitado once again led the way. They scored a combined 52 points to send the Falcons to their first loss.
Nakita mo naman yung talagang distribution ng setter. Talagang makita natin lahat gumagana. And thankful ako dun sa nagiging performance namin kasi kung ano man yung game plan namin, kung ano yung ini-ensayo namin, talagang nakikita namin.
Well, as for the FEU Tamaraos, they claimed their own sweep over the UE Red Warriors 25-20, 25-23, and 25-23. The Tams showing composure in crucial moments, leading on Miko Espartero, Rick Saavedra, and Dulan Dongala to close out a tense third frame. They were already ahead, 22-17, in the final set, but the Red Warriors made a late push to try and extend the match. An Espartero cross-court hit and a costly UE attack error put an end to the close fight. Lyric Mendoza top scored for FEU with 16 points on 11 attacks, 4 blocks, and an ace. The Tamaraos are now also at 2-0 this season. The Red Warriors are at 0-2.
Respect dun sa opponent namin sa UE. Kasi nakita niyo naman yung game ng UE, talagang ayaw magbigay ng puntos. Yung depensahan, sa yung serving, talagang pinapower serve nila yung gusto mangyari, talagang magkaroon kami ng out-of-system play. Kaya thank you din sa boys kasi kahit paano na-overcome namin yung bagay niya. Siguro ano lang talaga mindsetting. Yung game sa Saturday, basta laruin lang natin ang kung ano yung the best that we can give. Tapos ilabas lang natin yung full potential ng bawat isa.
More volleyball coming your way tomorrow as the 2026 PVL All-Filipino Conference continues at the Philoil Center in San Juan. In the first match at 4 p.m., it's the Akari Chargers versus the PLDT High-Speed Hitters. Akari still winless after 2 games this conference, while PLDT is undefeated in their first 2 outings. Then at 6:30 p.m., the next-led Chameleons put their own perfect record on the line against the Galleries Tower High-Risers. Next-led won 3 straight matches to start their campaign, while Galleries Towers lost 2 out of 3. You can catch the games live on One Sports, One Sports Plus, and on the Pilipinas Live app. Coming up, it's all about badminton. We've got representatives from the Philippine badminton team to talk about grassroots, the country's upcoming World Tour hosting, and a lot more. That's next here on Play by Play.
And we're back. Thank you for joining us here on Play by Play, only on One News. A Filipino shuttler recently made history by becoming the first Filipino to secure a podium finish in the men's singles category at an international badminton challenge.
Clarence Villaflor scored the breakthrough victory at the Azerbaijan International Challenge 2026. Villaflor himself now joins us live in the studio alongside Melvin Nubla, Head of Development of the Philippine Badminton Association. Good evening. Thank you so much for joining us on Play by Play and congratulations!
Thank you.
Mahihain na bata. Congratulations, pare. Ilan taon na ba, pare?
21 years old.
Oh, bati ka. Taga saan ka?
Taga Negros Occidental.
Negros, basta batiin mo, mga Ilonggo. Oh, batiin mo yung mga kababayan mo. Sige. Shoutout ka, sige.
Hello po, shoutout po sa taga Negros Occidental po, sa Cadiz City po.
Maayong buntag, maayong buntag, di ba? Maayong buntag, umaga pala yun. Gabi eh. Boss, thank you.
Thank you for guesting us.
Salamat. Maraming salamat. Congratulations.
But Clarence, I mean, historic yung achievement mo na ano yung tumakbo sa isip mo, anong tumatakbo sa isip mo every time naririnig mo, ikaw yung first Filipino with a medal sa men's singles in an international challenge?
Siyempre po, sobrang overwhelming po kasi hindi ko din po ina-expect na makuha ko po yung medalya po, yung bronze po. At saka nagpapasalamat din po ako sa lahat ng sumusuporta po.
And then, Clarence, kasi ang ganda ng kwento mo kung paano ka napasok sa national team. Sir Melvin, you wanna tell us how Clarence was able to join?
Yeah, so for the national team, we're always looking for potential players now who can really be part of the national team, di ba? So si Clarence, we saw him, I think, a few years back.
Bata pa siya nun.
Bata pa siya nun.
Ilan taon siya nun? Mga teens? Hindi.
Last year.
Well, as early as 19 years old, we were looking at him
na-scout
already. And then last year, we were asking, do you want to be part of the national team? Do you want to try it out, right? This was one of our tournaments in Ormoc. I was talking to him and to one of his former coaches at the time, right? And we invited them, try it out, di ba? So sinubukan niya. After a few months, he from Bacolod transferred to Manila, sumama sa training ng national team. And then yun, mas lalong napalakas hanggang sumali nitong icing na to at nanalo for the first time.
Galing, no? Galing. Clarence, tanungin kita, pare. Anong klaseng paghahanda yung ginawa mo dito? Dahil pwede natin ulit-ulitin to na sabi mo nga, hindi mo inaakala. Pero to, first Filipino, kauna-unahang Pinoy, diba, to secure a podium finish sa men's singles category sa International Badminton Challenge. Alam naman natin pag sinabing badminton, diba, minsan yung mga ibang bansa, Pilipinas, di naman, di ba? Alam mo yan, nararamdaman mo na hindi tayo kinukonsider na powerhouse. Pero ikaw, paano mo pinaghandaan to? Hindi lang sa ensayo kasi panigurado, pinaghanda mo yun. Pero mentally and psychologically, pinaghandaan yung tournament na yun.
Bali sa ensayo po, sir, syempre po everyday po kami nagtitraining. Meron po kaming gym instructor po at saka yung mental po, mental toughness at saka physical, pinagtrainingan din po namin. So, ayun po.
Talaga bang yung pagpasok mo doon, nung nakita mo yung mga kalaban mo, may intimidation, at kinabahan ka, natakot ka? Ano yung naramdaman mo nung pagdating mo doon, kwento mo, para malaman namin kung gaano kahirap yung pinagdaanan mo at yung ginawa mo para makuha mo yun?
Kasi sa tinuro po sa amin ng coach po namin, kung sino man po yung makakalaban po namin, high class player man yan or mababang level man yan, basta po gawin lang po namin yung pinagtrainingan po namin.
Sir Melvin, I mean, Clarence's win is a testament to the growing, badminton program. And we know that through the years, the tournaments, the ranking tournaments, the grassroots tournaments, I mean, can you talk about the journey that led to this historic win by Clarence?
We all really believe there's really a potential for a Filipino badminton player to really rise above, diba? If you look at the top 10 players in the world, most of them comes from Asia. Diba? You have Indonesia, you have Malaysia, Korea, Thailand. So bakit hindi from Philippines, right? So it's just a matter of fixing everything together with the help of si Coach Ken, who is our program director. We started from the grassroots. So grassroots, ang unang ginagawa namin ngayon, klaro yung plano. Klaro yung ranking system, how do you be spotted, or yung talent identification natin. From talent identification, we now have a pool of national players. Last year, we only have 22. Right now, we have a total of 49 na that's part already of the National Development Pool, meaning these are now the best na kids in the country, and we will try to really polish them, develop them, and prepare them to be the next part of the national team, right? Pagdating ng national team, yun, iba na naman yung exposure nila, right? But as what Andre was mentioning kanina, ang critical dito is yung mental also. Yung mental toughness. Sometimes kasi, kahit anong skill, kahit anong physical, pagdating mo sa court,
Totoo yun.
Diba,
Kaya nga may
mag-blackout
sports
ka.
psychologist, kaya nga ano, di ba? Talagang minsan nakakaano yan yung training alone, nakakabaliw yan, di ba? Ako, hindi naman ako elite athlete, pero nagmamarathon training, kailangan may kausap kang doktor. Kasi, di ba, yung mental health, seryoso yun. Tanungin kita dito, gaano ka kumpiyansa bago ka pumasok dito sa tournament na to sa Azerbaijan, at yung kumpiyansa mo, paano naapektuhan pagkatapos dahil nag-podium finish ka? Yung pinagkaiba, nagbago ba? Yung confidence mo, yung kumpiyansa mo, believe mo sa sarili mo, yung, okay, kaya ko pala. Or, nagbago, or ganun pa rin?
Bali siguro po sir ng after po ng game po namin, bali yung confidence level na dagdagan po. Kasi po sir ng halimbawa sasaba ka na po sa tournament, tapos una po iisipin mo na mahirap yung gantong kalaban, tapos after po nun parang after po ng game madali na lang po talaga.
Saan ka pinaka nahirapan? Ensayo man sa tournament, saan ka yung pinaka na-challenge?
Yung challenging po talaga, yung training po talaga. Kasi pag during training po, pag in-all out mo talaga yung training, sobrang dali na lang po yung tournament. Opo.
Kailan yung medal mo, dala mo, di ba?
Ay, yes.
Sayang napakita natin.
Nasa bag,
But that's okay. So now, the country is set to host its first ever Badminton World Federation Tour Super 100 event next year. How big is this for our country?
Oh, it's very big. Number one, the Super Series is a 4-year cycle. So you're not only talking about 2027, you're talking about 2027 up to 2030, right? For the longest time, we really wanted to be part of the BWF Super Series for 2 reasons. One, it motivates yung mga bata, yung mga players natin, right? Second, it allows us, yung players natin, to get more points, to get more points doon sa mga BWF points, which is critical for you to really raise your level. Now, we had to actually request for the extension of the bid when we found out, tapos magde-deadline na yung bidding for BWF, for the ranking. So, we had to request extension from Badminton Asia, with the help of Badminton Asia, and then we also spoke with BWF, baka pwede nyo kaming tulungan. And true enough, for the longest time, kasi they wanted to help us, diba, yung Pilipinas, na really umangat. So, we requested for the extension, pumayag sila, we worked with them on the bid documents, hanggang eventually, lumabas actually, nung December pa lumabas yung results, hindi lang namin ma-announce, diba? So, that's really something na maganda para sa mga Pilipino. In addition, actually, this year, we're also hosting the first Philippine International Challenge happening in July, and the first Philippine International Series happening at the first week of August naman. Right? So that's also something big because ang ibig sabihin nun, yung mga players natin, they don't need to go out anymore just to get points. They can just join the tournament here, right? They can just join the tournament here para may experience yung international level ng playing.
Boss, while you're explaining that, and yung sabi mo, international nga, di ba? Ito na po yung medal ni Clarence. Ayan, napakuha natin. So, ang ganda, itong, pangilang medal mo na yan?
Sa IC po, sir.
Sa first, pero sa buhay mo, dami mong, nung kabataan mo, dami mo na, your collection. Boss, nabanggit mo na yung mga abangan natin this year. What else, para sa ating mga badminton na aficionados, even Boss MVP, lagi naglalaro yan. Talagang favorite niyan. Gabi-gabi yan. Anong dapat natin abangan from our Philippine badminton?
Major tournaments, you mentioned already the Super 100 happening next year, right? For this year, you have the IC and the IS, which is the International Challenge and International Series happening in July and August. But on top of that, you have the local tournaments. We will start already with the Junior Regional Badminton Series. Ito yung for our grassroots, kicking off in Mindanao, starting in CDO. Then after that, we will also have yung for Cebu, and for Visayas, and for Luzon leg. We also have the annual Philippine National Badminton Open. Right? Last year, naglaban si Clarence tsaka si Jello.
Jello po.
Jello, di ba? On the singles, which sobrang gandang laban.
Bakbakan yun.
Bakbakan, correct. So we'll also have that again this year. So something to look forward to. And ang maganda, for 2026, ang PBAD, nilabas na po namin yung schedule for the entire year. So at least yung mga players ngayon, alam na nila kung ano yung paghahandaan nila.
Ikaw, anong pwedeng abangan sa'yo ngayong taon?
Aalis ka this
Ito,
weekend,
alis.
di ba?
Yes po, ma'am. Saturday po.
Saan ka ba ta?
Singapore po, sir.
Okay.
Tama ka?
Oo, iniisip ko nga eh.
Kung makatanong, saan ka
Oo,
pumunta?
saan ka punta ba, Ricky? At hanggang kailan, yun ito yung, ano to, yung sa Singapore?
This Saturday po kami aalis, sir.
This is for the
din po.
IC. Ang ginagawa ngayon ni na Clarence and the rest of our national team, they're trying to join as many tournaments as they can so that they will be able to get points. No? And these points will be critical for the Olympic qualifier, which is happening in 2028. So, kisimula na tayo para doon.
Clarence, congratulations.
Thank
Good
you,
luck
sir.
ulit the rest of the way
Congratulations
sa
and
career
thank
mo.
you.
Mabuhay ka,
Thank you,
bata.
sir.
Tuloy-tuloy lang. Gusto ko yung
Show the medal again. That's,
Pakita mo, pinakuha pa natin yan.
oh, di ba?
Oo.
Congratulations and thank you for your time. Filipino shuttler Clarence Villaflor and PBAD Head of Development Melvin Nubla. Coming up, it's official! Manny Pacquiao is returning to the ring. Find out more about the Filipino boxing legend's next fight when play-by-play returns here on One News.
Okay, you're still watching play-by-play only here on One News. Quickly, we got on the all UAAP women's volleyball lineup for you in tonight's highlight reel. Bilisan lang natin. FEU versus UE tayo. Take a look at the serve. The backhand, and then the attack by UE. FEU blocks it there. Back to FUE who attacks. Another block. And then UE somehow recovers. Free ball for FEU. And Elerina puts it away. Woo! 11 points for Elerina. And the Lady Tams straight sets win over UE. Okay, up next, Adamson and against NU. Late in the third set here. Sam Cantara with the serve. Look at the score, 26 serving 25. NU up 2 sets there. Whew. And look at that attack. That was Shaina Natura. That was a former teammate of Sam Cantana saying, di ka kasi nagstay sa amin. Sayang, 1-2 punch tayo sa Adamson. But Natura finishing the match here with 18 points. Imagine Natura and Cantana in the seniors division. But of course, Sam Cantana is now with NU. Finally, match point for Lady Bulldogs. No blocker. Alexa Mata at the service line here. 27 serving 26, and an ace there. Win number 2 in the bag for the Lady Bulldogs. Mata, by the way, contributing 6 points, including That detonation of a service ace to the light of the NU Bulldogs looking really confident and strong in the early goings this season. Can't wait for tomorrow's highlights. See you. Good night.
And before we go, Filipino boxing icon Manny Pacquiao is set for another fight this April. 7-year-old Pac-Man confirmed the news and expressed his excitement over an upcoming exhibition match against his former stablemate, Ruslan Provodnikov. The 10-round welterweight collision will take place on April 19, Philippine time at the Thomas & Mack Center in Las Vegas. Pacquiao came out of retirement last July and scored a draw against WBC 147-pound champion Mario Barrios. Provodnikov is a former junior welterweight champion with a record of 25 wins, 18 of which came by knockout to go with 5 losses. The Russian slugger last fought in 2016, resulting in a loss to John Molina Jr.
Age is just a number. Just ask the Pac-Man, the legend, the one and only pambansang kamao, Manny Pac-Man Pacquiao. Of course, we'll be rooting for Pac-Man in this April 19 bout. But that's all from us tonight, mga kapatid. You can catch us again tomorrow, Thursday, 9 p.m. for a play-by-play of today's top sports stories.
Play-by-play is on One News, that's Signal TV Channel 8 on SD and Channel 250 on HD. We are also available on Signal Play and Pilipinas Live.
I'm Andre Felix.
And I'm Chasqueleton Calao. Thank you for watching, mga kapatid. Good night.